Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best coffee maker in the market for 2024. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these coffee maker, you can check out the links in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Moccamaster KBGV Select. The Moccamaster KBGV Select, or the Moccamaster KBG Select as it's also known as in Europe, takes over the top spot of our coffee maker's guide for several reasons. It's elegantly stunning, brews impeccable coffee, and effortless to use. So, while its price tag might be easier to swallow if you're an ardent coffee lover, it's also worth considering if you're a casual, everyday drinker, even if your limited budget might require you to save up before investing. This hand-built European coffee maker is beautifully simple to use, we found during testing, thanks to its 2-switch operation. The filter holder is even removable so you can pop it on the scales to weigh out the correct quantity of coffee, and the carafe pours cleanly without dripping. Those who are aesthetic-driven will also appreciate not just its sturdy build but also its elegant, retro-esque design that comes in so many colorways, 21, to be specific. Just keep in mind that the hot plate stays on for only 40 minutes. However, leaving coffee on a hot plate for hours can make the coffee bitter anyway, so this is hardly a massive deal-breaker. Reasons to buy. Striking design. Brews tasty coffee. Straightforward to use. Reasons to avoid. Expensive. Hot plate switches off after 100 minutes. Number 2. Nespresso Vertuo Next. If you need an effortless way to make your morning brew, then the Nespresso Vertuo Next is the coffee maker for you. The best single-serve pod coffee maker we've tested. It couldn't be any easier to use. You simply place a capsule inside and press a button while the Nespresso takes care of the rest. On test, the Nespresso Vertuo Next created smooth coffee with a thick crema on top that reformed even after we stirred in some sugar. It can create 5 different sized drinks, and because this machine uses pods, cleaning up takes seconds too. However, the pods can work out more expensive than buying ground coffee, and if you're a fan of lattes and cappuccinos, the Nespresso Vertuo Next won't be able to froth milk, but you can purchase a separate milk frother from the brand if you're sold on the rest of the Vertuo Next features. Reasons to buy. Mess-free. Easy to use. Can create 5 different sized drinks. Reasons to avoid. Pods are expensive. You can't froth milk with it. Number 3. Breville the Barista Touch Impress. The Barista Touch Impress is currently US only, but we're expecting it to launch under the Sage brand in the UK later in 2023. And it's worth waiting for. This machine combines the compact integrated grinder, user-friendly assisted tamping and auto-dosing of the 2022 Barista Express Impress with the intuitive touchscreen and automatic milk frothing of the Barista Touch to make the most user-friendly manual coffee machine available anywhere. We think this is the best bean-to-cup machine around because it caters for 2 kinds of coffee making: bleary-eyed Monday mornings when you just want to press a button for your caffeine fix, and lazy Sundays when you have the time and inclination to get into the manual settings to become your very own barista. This Breville manages to inhabit both of those roles perfectly, and while the automatic programs aren't quite as good as what you'll get from a more hands-on approach to your brewing, they get really, really close. The Barista Touch Impress is a relatively affordable automatic coffee machine that offers comparable quality to the best machines with no added effort. We think it's the best automatic coffee machine for most people. Reasons to buy. Excellent, consistent espresso. Automatic dairy and alternate milk frothing. No experience needed. Reasons to avoid. No pro-size 58mm portafilter. Full manual machines can be cheaper. Number 4. Seattle Coffee Gear Diletta Bello. The Seattle Coffee Gear Diletta Bello has swooped in to our best espresso machine guide to claim the top spot. We feel that this is a next-level espresso machine, not quite an industrial-grade one you expect to see at coffee shops but more elevated than that automatic one you've got at home. Most of the things you do on this espresso machine are manual. There are no buttons here to push, no dials for programming settings. Want your shot of espresso? You have to operate a lever and know when to stop the pour. Want frothy milk? You have to get used to turning a knob all the way then quickly shutting it down before your froth spills over. If you're looking for an espresso machine that does everything for you with a single touch while you're still rubbing the sleep from your eyes, then we think that this isn't the machine for you. But if you care about the craft of coffee, if you want manual controls so you can get your coffee just so, there's a lot to love, not least a price tag that comes in below many other high-quality manual machines. Our reviewer found that while the learning curve is pretty steep, it'll take a day or so before you really get the hang of it. The coffee is pretty much perfect. Reasons to buy. Smooth, deliciously brewed coffee every time. Easy to use. Beautiful minimalist design. Solid build. Hot water dispenser is a nice touch. Reasons to avoid. Steep learning curve. Takes time to warm up, takes up a lot of space. Pretty loud. No grinder. Number 5. DeLonghi Dinamica Plus ECAM370. From grinding beans to frothing milk, the DeLonghi Dinamica Plus was our top choice of coffee maker for creating a completely automated cup of coffee until the Breville Touch Impress bested it. Simple to use, the color touch display walks you through every step of choosing and customizing your coffee from the grind level, strength, and quantity to the froth level of milk, and temperature. Although this does mean, it will take some experimentation to achieve the perfect drink for you. On test, the coffee maker produced an intense, smooth coffee with a thick crema every time, while the automatic milk frother ensured the bubbles were thick, velvety, and remained stable. However, it's a bulky appliance, which takes up plenty of room on a kitchen countertop, and compared to espresso and single-serve coffee makers, it's expensive, too. Reasons to buy. All drink recipes can be personalized. Automatic milk frothing. Simple interface with an app for additional control. Reasons to avoid. Takes up lots of space. Requires experimentation to create your perfect coffee recipe. Number 6. KitchenAid Classic 5KCM1208 Drip Coffee Maker. If you're on a budget, the KitchenAid Classic 5KCM1208 Drip Coffee Maker is one of the best affordable designs on the market. This coffee maker, which has the brand's signature vintage style but with some more modern features, can brew 10 cups of coffee. However, we found the cups to be much smaller than a standard-sized cup, so if you like a huge mug of coffee, don't expect to be able to top it up 10 times. What is good about the KitchenAid Drip Filter Coffee Maker is how it can keep coffee warm for over 30 minutes. And when we say warm, we mean piping hot, so you'll need to give it a while to cool down. The KitchenAid Drip Coffee Maker also works very quietly, so it won't be a nuisance when it's brewing. Just be prepared to wait for it to brew. It took 12 minutes to fill the carafe in our tests. Reasons to buy. Keeps coffee piping hot. Retro design. Quiet in use. Reasons to avoid. Takes a long time to brew. Suggested cup size smaller than expected.